This is the first drop in the consumer inflation index in many months. This is what all the actions of law and justice are aimed at. Also, the actions of the National Bank of Poland are aimed at lowering inflation. I hope this is not the only such reading. Soon I hope more will show up, which will indicate a significant trend in the decline of inflation. However, this does not change the fact that inflation remains high. The expectations of citizens are being met by the government, which is trying to make sure that more expensive prices hit the pockets of Poles as lightly as possible. Yesterday, Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki announced the extension of the zero VAT rate on food at least until the middle of next year. This is a very bold decision, but a wise decision. It is in poorer families and less wealthy communities. When a person lives on a lower income, more is spent on food. It can even be several tens of percent. Today, the Parliamentary Committee on Energy, Climate and State Assets dealt with the government's bill on special protection for certain gas fuel consumers in 2023 because of the gas market situation. The beneficiaries of the bill will be private individuals. The basic idea is to freeze gas tariffs for households at this year's level. And most likely tomorrow or Friday there will be a vote and it will be passed. We will then see how long the legislative process will take, because this is all happening very late. It's November the 30th and we're just talking about gas prices. And there is still the Senate and the President's signature along the way. We'll see if this can be accomplished by the 1st of January. Although food prices have increased compared to the previous month, this is the first time since February that we can see a decrease in the annual rate of inflation in Poland. Indeed, from these first data we showed for November, it appears that the rate of price growth has subsided. On the other hand, one should remember what happened a year ago. Those were already the months when they recorded price increases in the range of 7–8%. Several factors in particular contributed to the drop in inflation. On the one hand, external factors are dropping commodity prices, which we've been seeing on the world's market for months. On the other hand, what is happening in Poland? Wages have been below inflation since May. We are buying less than a year ago, although still a lot. These are the elements that have allowed inflation to sleep and to give us hope that no more interest rate rises will be needed. Inflation is forecast to peak in the first quarter of next year. However, we can already speak of a stabilizing trend. For the past 3 months, we can talk about stabilization. Of course, these are some changes that are within the margin of error, but a significant one clearly maintaining a stabilizing trend. It may turn out that after November correction, it will be 17.5. It could turn out that in December, 17.9, and in January it will go back again. But it is a stabilizing trend. According to Central Statistical Office data, fuel prices fell by 1.2% compared to October. On the other hand, prices of energy transporters decreased by a symbolic 0.1%. The CSO will provide more detailed data in mid-December.